Hello, Year 6, it's Miss Jobbins here with your Lesson 5 of your newspaper articles. I hope that you're all well and that you're all keeping safe and you're enjoying your newspapers so far. As we said, this is a 2-week lesson, so you might be taking elements of it faster and slower than others. But please know that we're always here to support you and that you need to make sure that you're doing all the activities on each of the slides and uploading them to Class Dojo. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at planning a newspaper article. As you know, we always start with a spelling starter. Today you're asked to look at these common exception words we have been learning this week. We'd like you to use a dictionary. Can you write a definition for each of these and put them into your own sentence example, making sure your handwriting and presentation is clear. Please pause this video and then come back to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, today you are going to be planning your newspaper article. We'd like you to choose one of these newspaper reports to watch, either clicking on this one here or this one here. Now, once you've watched them both and you've decided which one you'd like to use, you are going to imagine you are a journalist reporting on the same story. You're going to plan a well-structured, informative newspaper report about that story, so about the video you've just watched. Don't forget to use the success criteria to support your learning and make sure you are ticking off as you go along. You need to use the previous slides, your grammar resource slides, and your teaching points from previous lessons to support your planning process. Don't forget to use these top tips too. Remember to plan before you write. What is the name of your newspaper? What is the headline of your article? Plan your 5 W's to use in your introduction. Think about your 3 main paragraphs. What will the main points be in each paragraph? What quotations will you include? And how will you end your article? So throughout your planning process, you need to remember these key questions, and perhaps you want to write some of them down now and bullet point some of your main ideas. Here you can see that we've included your taps, so you know that you are writing a newspaper article on one of the 2 news round stories. Your audience is you're writing your newspaper report or article for children between the ages of 9 to 14. You need to adapt your language. Writing should be semi-formal and include ambitious vocabulary. Your purpose is to report about key events in your chosen news round story. You are aiming to inform the reader about all the key information using the 5 W's and all the elements in the features/success criteria. And if you'd like to, you can use this template as a guide with your structure. You must include a headline, byline, 5 W's quotes, a picture with a caption, and the reporter's name. You can find this in the resources section of the newspaper article. If you do need any help in your planning process, please let us know. You can just use this as a basis as well. As we always say, you do not have to use this set structure, but you can just use it as a support for your writing. Here are now, over across the following slides, some structures of a newspaper report. It shows you exactly how to structure them, and it breaks each of them down for you. Now, I'm not going to go through each of these because that would take a long time, but I'd like you to read through each of these, making sure that when you're planning, you know exactly the exact layout and format that we'd like to see. So we like to start with a headline and byline. Breaking it down for you. Then it's a lead. That means your lead paragraph. That's your opening introductory, let's say, paragraph. It then is broken down to your body. That's your 2, 3 or 4 paragraphs. So that's your main body of your newspaper report. And what you need to include is all explained here. And then it's your concluding, finalizing, summarizing paragraph, your tail paragraph. And this will be used to summarize the important information and perhaps if you'd like to give your own opinion. Now you need to make sure that you're getting it right. So for a great newspaper report, you need to make sure that you're keeping the most important information near the top of the report. You cut out the less important sections from the bottom of the report if it ends up being too long. You keep your sentences short and punchy, so the report is interesting and vibrant and exciting for your reader. And you check your spellings and your facts as you go along throughout. One of the most important things you could do, Year 6, is stop and pause as you're writing this, making sure, why am I including this? Have I included this off the success criteria? Is this catchy enough? Have I included those imperative verbs? Have I included those speech marks? Have I included the trick of three, the expanded noun phrases? Have I included adjectives to describe? Have I included similes and metaphors? Really think about all the key resources from the grammar slides and all the elements from the key features that you could include. You need to make sure that, as I said, it's engaging and snappy and really, really exciting for the reader. So you can also use this structured template here if you'd like to. You don't have to. You can just use them as a basis to remind you of what the structure needs to look like. Here, as well as that, if you don't want to use these two, you can also use a blank one to do your first draft. So you are more than welcome to use this template when you are starting to write up, but you don't have to. It is here to guide and support you. On the next few slides, we've also included elements of what you might or how you might like to lay out your writing when you come to doing your first draft and writing it up in your extended writing books. So as you can see here, people have done it on 2-page spreads. They've broken it down by drawing lines and they've written inside each of them. These are really beautifully presented, and they've also used captions and pictures, also all coloured in as well. You can see here that they're also engaging, and the subtitles and the name of their newspaper is also fitting. We've also included a newspaper writing word map to support you in these features. Now, as always, there's also your success criteria here. These are all the things that are previously mentioned, but please make sure that you keep referring to this. And as we always say, you cannot tick this off as you're going along unless you can provide 2 or more pieces of evidence to support your writing. Can you also challenge yourself? In the closing paragraph, can you use a sentence that perhaps looks forward to the future? Really think about it and make sure that you're including all of these key elements. And don't forget your top tips when you're having a go. We wish you the best of luck and we look forward to seeing your plans and your first drafts. Don't forget to upload them to Class Dojo with your name, the LO, and long date. We wish you the best of luck and have loads of fun, and speak to you all soon. Bye!